Welcome to Fire Leo Tarot. I'm a tarot reader and intuitive. Shout out to all my lovely Fire Leos. Let's see what's been going on with you, Leo. Oh my goodness. Okay. Somebody here could be in the medical field. All right, does not have to be, or you could be dealing with someone who is. I'm also getting Capricorn season was very significant for you here, Leo. All right, could be Capricorn season, all right, around December, puts us right before the new year. I'm also getting something about either you're dealing with a Capricorn, somebody has that in their big three, or you do here. But I feel like whatever's going on, you have somebody who just cannot let the Leo go. It's like, release me from these shackles. And I feel like for you, Leo, you know who this person is. You know exactly their ways and how they try to like wiggle their way back into your life. And I feel like I'm just getting a Leo's energy where it's like, can this person just leave me alone? But there's part of you who does like it, or you do appreciate that they do always come back, or that you guys still have that thing between one another. What is this here, Spirit? Clarify the I'll always come back energy. What is this here for my Leos? Why is this here? What is this I'll always come back? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it makes sense because this person just pulled the Eight of Cups for you. Now, why this is so significant in a Leo reading for me as a reader, more so than any other reading I can do, whether personal or for another sign, is because this Eight of Cups is actually going toward the sun, right? And if you guys been really watching me, shout out to my OG Fire Leos, you know that I always read the sun whenever it pops up in whatever deck as the Leo, right? Because in our traditional tarot deck, the sun card is Leo energy. So this person literally leaves where they're at and always comes back to you. One thing about the sun, right? The world could not go on without the sun. We will all be ashes to ashes, dust to dust if the sun decides to up and leave one day. All right. And I feel like that's how your person literally feels. Like you take the life out of them, Leo. You take their life with you when you go or when you guys aren't talking. That's how intertwined this person's livelihood is with you. I feel like they associate their happiness with you as well, because the sun represents joy. It represents bright happenings. I feel like this person, I don't know what's going on in their life, but they could be in a season where some really wonderful things are happening for them, or they have really good news. And the first person they think to tell, or the first person they really want to tell, is you here, Leo, right? Because the Eight of Cups is literally somebody trying to get some level of clarity, find their truth, find healing. That all is within the sun. The Nine of Cups comes after the Eight of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment. So this person is still on a journey. I feel like your person, they could ignore many of the issues that they have within. And I feel like because of that, it makes the connection with you and them more difficult, right? Because if this person faces their own issues or faces their own demons, faces their own traumas, in your opinion, Leo, you guys would have a much better relationship, but they don't. I feel like your person is the type to run. Okay, they're the type to see that they have issues and notice it, but they don't really deeply do the work. Okay, and I feel like you kind of get tired of that. Now, another card that they also pulled for you here, Leo, is You Are My Favorite, Leo. Right. So I guess for me as a reader, the way that I look at this is there's definitely been time. Time is a huge factor between you and this person. I do not feel like this person is a new person. If it is, y'all have a way of acting like time done sped up. Okay. There's nothing new about the way you guys deal with each other if this is a new connection. Right. So I feel like with this energy, and I say why time is such a big factor here is because it feels like your person has had the opportunity to explore other connections, to explore the possibility of seeing what's out there. I feel like you have had that opportunity here as well, Leo. And I don't know if you've found luck yet. We didn't pull for you. We'll see in a minute. But your person damn sure hasn't. Because it's like regardless of where they're at, they always retreat back to the sun. And we just talked about the sun is literally the Leo. That is you. You are the sun. Right. So that even makes this card hold even more weight because we see this person constantly being gravitating toward you. Clarify that you're my favorite energy. Tell me about this when it comes to this person, how they're seeing my Leo. Why is my Leo their favorite? What about the Leo is so difficult to leave or so difficult to turn their back on? What is this here? Why is you're my favorite here? Okay. Give me one more. Now, what's so funny, all right. So the first card that this person pulled to clarify you're my favorite is the Two of Swords. And then the second card we got is the Nine of Swords. Now, why this is interesting is because the way your cards are set up, it tells a story. So this Two of Swords is purposely looking away from the Eight of Cups. And how I'm interpreting that for this person is that there's a part of them, Leo, dare I say, that really tries to leave. They really try to get over this. They really try to move on. And there's a part of them that wants to be able to do that, to be able to say, you know what, I can leave the Leo, or the Leo doesn't have me that messed up, or I can move on. Hence why I feel like at some point, or maybe even now, they have the opportunity to date other people. But it's like every time that opportunity presents itself, it's no comparison. So you can literally see how this Two of Swords is looking away from this Eight of Cups. It's like, no, I don't want to go back to Leo. I don't want to do this. I don't want to take that action. I can't. I just want to move on, and I want to sever these ties. So whatever went on, I feel like your person does sometimes really try to leave, but it's a struggle. It's a fight. Like you see how this person's eyes, or, you know, their eyes are covered. They're facing a different direction than this. So it's like, I don't want to do that. Now, I feel like what kind of brings your person back in that mode of actually coming back toward you, because again, they always come back, is the Nine of Swords. Right now, the Nine of Swords is a card of sometimes needing to put your boundaries up, but it's also a card of uncertainty or some pain, because it's a card of the past, or a card of taking into account the past. Your person knows you guys have had chemistry. You guys have had wonderful times, a lot of laughs, tons of passion, so many wonderful things between you two. But just because you guys have good times, or because you had good times, your person is like, well, that's not enough for me to sustain a functional relationship. Like, I can't, just because the Leo, I'm so passionate about the Leo, or the Leo is my favorite person in the world, or I've had the most romantically robust connection with the Leo, does not mean that I should go back, because me and the Leo also have toxicity. So I feel like your person, once they start looking back in the past, it kind of empowers them to move on, but it's also the reason why they always come back. So what is this that they go back to in the past that really makes this person come back to my Leo? What is this that they always go back to in the past? I also feel like, Leo, this person starts to realize, like, damn, I can't really leave the Leo. I never really truly leave. Like, no, I don't. So it's almost like they fight with themselves. Like, part of them is just like, I can do it. And the other part is like, nah, you can't. Look at your history. You always find your way back to the Leo. Okay, give me one more. Yeah. So look, we have conflict is what they pulled. Now you can clearly see there is a couple here who has conflict. Now, what's interesting is that these two people do not have to be in the same room. There is nothing pointed at nobody's head forcing them to stay within arm's reach of each other. So I feel like that's literally how your person is. It's like, okay, I feel comfortable enough to let the Leo go, but only to a certain degree. I don't want to be out of arm's reach when it comes to the Leo. I don't want to be. And Leo, quite frankly, I don't know if you do either. All right, I'm going to clarify a little bit more for your energy in a minute. But it does feel like your person finds so much comfort in knowing that even though there's conflict, there's still a solidarity. All right. It's like, even though we're not talking, or even though we're upset with each other, we're still a united front in some ways. I feel like during the time of conflict, your person distracts themselves. All right. Specifically with work. All right. We have distractions and we have a hustle cup here. Somebody has a mug that they drink tea out of all the time, or their favorite coffee, their favorite morning situation. All right, so I don't know who that could be. And it's always in a rush, right? It's not a relaxing drink. It's you're always in a rush, or your person is. So with the distractions, I'm really being drawn to your person looking for other ways to occupy themselves, right? Because when they're at odds with the Leo, it just does not feel good. It's one of the worst feelings that this person has. So they really have to go into overdrive when it comes to working on their business, working on themselves, taking more hours at work, or just really busying their schedule. I also feel like, Leo, your person gets more mean or more like more cold, more standoffish, more cutthroat when you guys aren't good. It's like, and I feel like there's somebody in your person's life who's like, oh damn, well, you and the Leo must not be talking because that's the only time you start acting like this. So it's very obvious to other people when you guys aren't good. Even if the people who are on the receiving ends of this person's poor behavior does not know about you, it has everything to do with you. They're in a much better mood, or they have a much more sunny outlook on life when you're in it. Yeah, things just seem very grim when you're not around. The 15th could be significant. I'm also getting something about the 28th or the 29th. The 28th through the 29th could have been a significant time, those 2 days. Not sure of which month. Could have been February or August. All right, which we're, yeah. So yeah, let me know down below in the comment. What is this here, Spirit? Tell me about this conflict card from this person's perspective. Overall energy is the Lovers. It's like no matter what conflict I have with the Leo, no matter what is going on, there's still an intensity. And it's funny because it reminds me of this card. These two people supposedly have this big conflict and they don't want to deal with each other, but yet you're within arm's reach. If I literally go like this and just touch my elbow back, I'm touching this person. I can't be around anybody I despise and keep them in arm's reach, right? Because honestly, your person wants to turn around and do this. All right. And I feel like that's literally how you guys are, or that's the passionate aspect of you guys, or perhaps even the toxic aspect. And I feel like your person is wanting a bit more stability when it comes to how you guys carry on in the connection, because you have the King of Pentacles here. So there is a part of your person who gets a little tired, gets a little fatigued when it comes to the fighting on the back and forth. Now, I want to pull for this person's perspective of you. And then I want to see how Leo really feels. All right, so yeah, with that Capricorn, yeah, here we go, the Devil energy. Remember, we started off with the Capricorn. So Capricorn is very significant here. I don't know if it's Capricorn season. I feel like for many of you guys, it is Capricorn season. So it could be last season or the one that's coming, which is not that damn far away. Now that I think about it, we are finishing up August. Yeah, we sure are finishing up August. Okay. Now, how does Leo's person think that Leo is feeling toward them at this time? How does Leo's person thinking Leo feels toward them at this time? All right, overall, they feel like you're a Nine of Swords. They feel like you do have some anxiety around them. They feel like they stress you the hell out. All right, and you could still be dealing with that. But they also know that Leo's well will run dry. And what I mean by your well is like your tears. All the tears, all the emotions, all the pain, all the frustrations you feel, there is an end to it. So they're looking at you as somebody who is resilient, but they look at you too like it takes you a little while to get to that point. I feel like, this person could do the same thing a million times, but that 1,000,001, oh, you crossed the damn line and you're cut off, right? So they don't quite know at what point they'll be fully cut off, but they do know that they are quickly wearing out their welcome when it comes to my Leo. Right, because the Nine of Swords is a card of a release. It talks about crying, all right? It talks about fear, having thoughts that are very hurtful or recalling a lot of hurtful events when it comes to this person. But they also look at you as somebody who, again, is releasing. And no, the process isn't cute. The process is ugly. It's about crying. It's about healing. It's about withdrawals, right? Because when you have somebody that you're so addicted to, your body can physically go through those symptoms. So they feel like you might be in a stage where you're trying to completely purge them. Because what came out for how they think that you're feeling toward them is the Five of Wands and the Six of Pentacles, right? So there's a lot of confusion. They feel like you are confused. They feel like at this point in your life, you're not going to give any more than you're receiving, not an ounce more, not a lick more. They feel like maybe this is the first time that you've given them as little as they give you, or you're just not willing to, I want to say, put yourself out there like that, like how you used to. 68, I was going to say the 68th. Maybe somebody is a 68th something. I don't know. That doesn't sound right. Let me know down below. But, or 68 is a significant, or 86 could be a significant year or something like that. And I did not even mean to say 68. I meant to say 65 or 56. But yeah, I don't know. There's also something about a lack of reciprocity that your person feels like you're harping on right now, or bothers you more than anything. How is my Leo really feeling? This is how they think you feel. How is my Leo truly feeling at this time about this connection? Okay. So Leo's doing a little better than they think you are, because we got the Hermit, all right? Virgo energy. You could have that somewhere in your chart. And we also have the Ace of Pentacles. Leo is on the precipice of a new opportunity. Leo's over here meditating and manifesting. That's what my Leo's doing. Especially being that Leo season just ended. A lot of us sometimes gain our momentum at the end of Leo season. It carries us through Virgo and Libra season, right? We do have a lot of Leos who get into that mode where Leo season wasn't as great as we thought. But best believe Virgo season is like Leo season, period. So I feel like a lot of my Leos are in that space, because it looks like what's really going on is my Leo's going within. And when my Leo goes within, my Leo does not come out the same. You will never be where this person left you, period. And what reminds me of that is, again, this card. You will not be in arm's reach of this person when they decide to come back around. Right? Because it's like you're super focused on some opportunity. It's like you're creating a space for this, whatever this opportunity is, to manifest. And it didn't work a few times, but it's like, nah, this time I'm going to make sure it works for me. Give me more on this person's energy toward my Leo. All right, we have I'm leaving them. All right, so I don't know how that could resonate. They could be leaving negative traits. All right, also it could be something about a person. We did talk about them possibly exploring other opportunities, but we'll see. And at the bottom of the deck, we have I love you. All right, with their energy toward you here, Leo. So we will dive deeper in the extended. I want to get your person's next actions toward you, how they're truly feeling but do not have the courage to say, as well as what you're not expecting, and the likely outcome. If you're interested, everything is down below in the description to the extended. See you in a minute.